Hello students. Dear students, Cartesian rearrangement is very simple rearrangement which involves isocyanate intermediate. To this electron deficient nitrogen, the alkyl or aryl, whatever may be the group here, is going to migrate to nitrogen to give this isocyanate intermediate. This isocyanate intermediate, if you add water, it is going to give this carboxylic acid. It is going to give this primary amine and carbon dioxide. Welcome to the name reactions of organic chemistry. Dear students, we have been learning very important name reactions of organic chemistry. Today we are going to learn a very important name reaction, that is Cartesian rearrangement. It is a rearrangement reaction to electron deficient nitrogen. Moreover, this reaction gives primary amine with one carbon less from carboxylic acids. For example, if I take benzoic acid and do the Cartesian rearrangement, I am going to get aniline. Yes students, if you get a question how to make aniline from benzoic acid, then think about Cartesian rearrangement. Then how to make this? It is very simple students. Take benzoic acid. This is benzoic acid and make it as acid chloride, thionyl chloride reaction. Yes. So it is going to give benzoyl chloride. This upon reaction with sodium azide gives acyl azide. This is the actual intermediate or the starting material for our Cartesian rearrangement. Acyl azide. This is acyl azide. Yes students. So let us take that acyl azide. Simply heat it. You are going to get isocyanate. This is isocyanate, which is the actual intermediate. Isocyanate, very important intermediate of this Cartesian rearrangement, isocyanate. Then this isocyanate upon hydrolysis, for example hydrogen, oxygen and hydrogen, so add these two hydrogens to nitrogen and minus carbon dioxide, or plus carbon dioxide will be released from this starting material to give aniline. Yes student, so from benzoic acid to aniline via Cartesian rearrangement. So what is overall reaction? What is happening? This carbon is not retaining here. That means one carbon less amines we are going to get. Here also I have shown. If you take whatever may be the R group, it may be alkyl, aryl, heteroaryl, right? Heterocyclic compound also, it gives Cartesian rearrangement. The overall reaction is acyl azides upon heating gives isocyanate, rearranged isocyanate. This isocyanate upon hydrolysis gives aniline. Dear students, let us take one example and see. Let us take this acid and make it as acyl azide. This is acyl azide. Upon just heating, we are going to get isocyanate or CH2 N double bond C double bond O. This upon hydrolysis H2O, we are going to get R CH2 NH2. This is, what is this? Primary amine. Yes. So from here to here, from acid to acyl azide. How to make acyl azides? So there are three ways. One is take acid CH2OH, then do thionyl chloride reaction to get acid chloride. This is acid chloride. Acid chloride upon sodium azide. Yes, it will give this acyl azide. This is one method. Yes, or you can take this acyl chloride or CH2COCl, or make this acid to ethanol. For example, ester, make ester CH2COOET. Take either of this, either acid chloride or ester, and do the reaction with hydrazine, NH2, you are going to get acyl hydrazide. This upon nitrosation by using HNO2, nitrosation reaction by reacting with nitrosation acyl hydrazide upon nitrosation gives acyl azide. So these are three methods. This is 2 and this is 3. So acyl azides can be prepared from the carboxylic acid by acid chloride followed by sodium azide reaction to give acyl azide, or you can take directly acyl chloride and treat it with hydrazine followed by nitrosation with HNO2 gives acyl azide, or you can follow simply take the ester. How to make acid to ester? Yes, esterification reaction using H plus or base. Let us take acidic esterification. So this ester upon hydrazine treatment gives acyl hydrazide. This acyl hydrazide gives nitrosation, gives acyl azide. This acyl azide is our starting material for our Curtius rearrangement. Yes, students? Yes. What is the overall reaction here? What is happening? This carbon, yes, and from here azide minus 2 nitrogens and remaining 1 nitrogen, and when we are adding water, hydrogen and oxygen, this oxygen is coming to carbon dioxide and 2 hydrogens are coming to as amine. So overall removal of carbon, removal of CO from carboxylic acid is Curtius rearrangement. So 1 carbon less. So we are reducing the carbon chain. Then what is this reaction? So we have prepared acyl azide to give isocyanate. Yes, students, what is the first step? Yes, acyl azides. So how can I write acyl azide? Yes, this is CH2CO, N triple bond, N, this is minus and this is plus. This upon heating, say some solvent, you can take benzene, or inert solvents you can take. Let us take benzene. Okay, so in taking in benzene and heat it, it is going to lose nitrogen minus N2. It is going to give nitrene intermediate. This is nitrene, electron deficient nitrene. It is the very important intermediate. Now actual rearrangement takes place. Just watch carefully. This comes here. Yes, it is electron deficient. Now this whole group is migrating to nitrogen. Yes, students. So it is migrating to nitrogen to give isocyanate. Let us write. For your convenience, I am writing. It is not the way to write, though I am writing nitrogen, and now it is forming this CH2 and R. Yes, this is nothing but it is the best way to write is R CH2 N double bond C double bond O. Yes, isocyanate. This is isocyanate. Yes, students. So this isocyanate, when you add water, it is very important. CSIR 2018 paper. So when you add water, where hydrogen is going? So water is nothing but H plus. Can I write this? OH minus. Yes, students. So this is very important. When you are adding water, what is happening? This water H plus is taken up by this nitrogen and OH is taken up by this. So what is the intermediate? Actual intermediate or CH2. This is asked in 2018 CSIR. So this is the what is the intermediate? So this they have asked nitrogen, hydrogen, and let us write NCOH, or I can write hydrogen double bond O. This is nitrene. Yes, this is the intermediate carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. This intermediate is very important, students. It has been asked in CSIR 2018 question. So what is the intermediate you get? Yes. So this intermediate, what happens? Let us take this and break this bond towards nitrogen to give this R CH2 NH2 plus this hydrogen is coming here, right? CO2, carbon dioxide is releasing. So overall, what is the mechanism? Dear students, Curtius rearrangement is very simple rearrangement which involves isocyanate intermediate. Yes, so this follows nitrene as an intermediate which is electron deficient, right? So to this electron deficient nitrogen, the alkyl or aryl, whatever may be the group here, is going to migrate to nitrogen to give this isocyanate intermediate. Isocyanate intermediate. This isocyanate intermediate, if you add water, it is going to give this carboxylic acid. It is going to undergo to give amine, this primary amine and carbon dioxide. Yes, students, let us take some more examples by taking the same isocyanate. Yes, students, so let us take the same isocyanate. When I am adding water, it is giving primary amine. If I add methanol, yes, alcohol, what is going to happen? Let us write like this, methanol. Yes, so it is H plus and OH minus, O minus. Shall I write like this? So methanol, if I add methanol, what is going to happen? What I said, H plus ion goes on to nitrogen and negative addendum goes on to carbon. So let us write this R CH2 nitrogen C double bond O and this O CH3, then hydrogen on nitrogen. So what is this? Urethane or carbamate. Carbamate, it is very important, intermediate students. Carbamate, we are going to get carbamate. Urethane or carbamate, it is from methanol, we are going to get urethane or carbamate. So instead of methanol, here I have added water, here methanol. If I add amine, for example, or amine, what is going to happen? So shall I write this amine like this? NH. So this amine, one hydrogen is going to add to nitrogen and remaining part is going to add to this carbon. So let us write like this, R CH2 NH. This carbon is here. Yes. So now this nitrogen, then hydrogen and R. This is substituted urea. This is what is this? It is nothing but urea, isn't it? So substituted urea we are going to get. Dear students, so from isocyanate, let us think there are three ways to make different products. One is directly get amine. By you simply adding water and reflexing, you are going to end up with primary amine, one carbonless primary amine. Instead of this amine, if you treat it with methanol, you are going to get urethane or carbamate. Or if you add amine, you are going to get substituted urea. So what is the way to prepare ureas? Is through Curtius rearrangement. So you make urea from this carboxylic acid. Then what is the option? Curtius rearrangement. Curtius rearrangement make first isocyanate. To the isocyanate simply add amine. Sometimes even this amine also adds to this to give substituted urea as a byproduct. These are the three important compounds or the products we can prepare from Curtius rearrangement through isocyanate intermediate. This isocyanate intermediate is common in 4 reactions. That is, one is Hofmann bromamide reaction, Hofmann bromamide reaction, and this is Curtius, and third one is Schmidt, and fourth one is Lawson. So these 4 reactions follows the same intermediate, that is isocyanate intermediate. Isocyanate intermediate. This is the beauty of this reaction. So one of the reaction following isocyanate is Curtius rearrangement reaction. Let us see some examples under Curtius rearrangement. Let us see. So what is the overall reaction? Take CH2 acyl azide, and upon heating what we are getting? Isocyanate. Yes. Upon hydrolysis we are going to get RCH2 NH2 minus carbon dioxide. So this is the actual intermediate is isocyanate. When it comes to R, these are overall, this R also. When it comes to this R group, let us take R prime. This overall R prime is alkyl. It can be alkyl, aryl, or aryl alkyl. So the reaction is concerted mechanism. The reaction mechanism is concerted. There is no crossover products. Crossover products are not observed. No crossover products. Yes. So it is concerted. One more thing is, if this R prime or R is chiral, then the product also is going to have the same chiral compound. That means retention of stereochemistry. Yes, so retention of stereochemistry, there is no inversion. So the rearranged product also will have the same stereochemistry, retention of stereochemistry. And one more important is, it is intramolecular rearrangement. Intramolecular rearrangement. So these are the 3 main points. So these are commonly, when it is concerted, it is intramolecular. So this is intramolecular, and in this reaction there is no question of inversion. So it is a retention of configuration. Retention of configuration. So the actual term is retention of configuration. We are going to get the same configuration compound in product also. Yes, preparation of primary amines. Let us take ethyl acetoacetate. What is ethyl acetoacetate? This is ethyl acetoacetate, or I can write EAA. It is prepared from, yes, Claisen condensation. Yes students, ethyl acetoacetate can be prepared from Claisen condensation, through Claisen condensation. So the first step is hydrazine, followed by nitrosation with HNO2, which gives acyl azide. This is acyl azide, N3. Yes, so when I heat it, I am going to get isocyanate. Yes students, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Isocyanate intermediate. Now if I add water, this heating, what I said, benzene, let us take benzene C6H6, and this upon hydrolysis I am going to get alpha amino ketone. Yes, so this is what is happening. Ethyl acetoacetate is going to give amino ketone. Next, let us take this example. What is this? Phenyl acetic acid. Phenyl acetic acid. This is phenyl acetic acid, and it is upon, say for example, thionyl chloride followed by hydrazine, NH2 followed by HNO2 reaction. What we are going to get? Yes, so this is CH2CO acyl azide. This upon heating is going to give, is going to give isocyanate. Let us write isocyanate. I am not disturbing this side. Yes, CH2, nitrogen C, isocyanate, and this upon hydrolysis is going to give this benzyl amine, CH2, benzyl amine minus carbon dioxide. This benzyl amine I am going to get. Yes, students, let us take this methoxy. If I substitute this with methoxy, yes, this methoxy I am going to get para methoxy compound. Yes, substituent. Yes, students, let us take some more examples. Let us take ethyl anisidate. This is ethyl ester of ET and anisetic acid. So when I treat it with hydrazine followed by HNO2, I am going to get this acyl azide, N3 and OCS3 will be here. And when I heat it followed by hydrolysis, what I am going to get? Yes, aniline, para-methoxy aniline. Para-methoxy aniline is also known as anisidine. Anisidine. Yes, so para-methoxy aniline or anisidine can be prepared from ethyl anisidate. So this is how it can be prepared. Very important starting material for the nylon 66 is, what are the compounds involved in nylon 66? Yes, tetramethylene, diamine and adipic acid. Let us take ethyl adipate, diethyl adipate, OET, COOET. This is ethyl adipate. Ethyl adipate. No need to write diethyl adipate. Ethyl adipate. Adipic acid, 6 carbon chain. Adipic acid is ethyl adipate. So since it is having diethyl, let us take hydrazine 2 moles. For your understanding, I am saying hydrazine, 2 sides hydrazine is attached. Then nitrosation by HNO2. What we are going to get? This azide. Shall I write? Anyhow, I will write. Azide, diazide CH2 taken 4 times, CO, N3. And now what is happening? Heating followed by hydrolysis. What we are going to get? Yes, this side amine, CH2 taken 4 times, amine. This is also amine we are going to get. This is tetramethylene. Very important. Tetramethylene diamine. Diamine. Yes, students, tetramethylene diamine is used in the preparation of, for example, nylon 66. Yes, polymer. Let us take some more examples and see. Yes, students, the very important utility of Curtius rearrangement is preparation of amino acids. Preparation of amino acids by Curtius rearrangement. Curtius rearrangement. So this is one of the best methods for the preparation of amino acids. Let us take cyanoestic ester. This is cyano, hydrogen and ester. Yes, so this ester, sodium ethoxide, what happens? So since it is a base, it is going to abstract. This is alpha hydrogen to this carbonyl compound. It is going to abstract this hydrogen. When you add alkyl halide, yes, it is going to give this alkyl halide can be substituted here. CN, hydrogen and R prime. Yes, let us write R prime. Here what is happening? Then CO2 R. This ester will be here. Hydrazine, NH2 followed by HNO2. Followed by HNO2. What we are going to get is, this is going to form acid, CO2H, and this side azide. Acyl azide. This azide upon heating, it is going to give isocyanate. Let us write the isocyanate. R prime, C, hydrogen is, I am not disturbing, CO2H, because if it is chiral, this stereo center is not going to be disturbed. That I want to show. Yes, what is happening now? Nitrogen is coming here. Yes, here isocyanate. This is the isocyanate intermediate. Now what I will do is C2H5 OH. This is ethanol. When I add ethanol, what happens? This becomes carbamate. This becomes carbamate. R CH CO2H, and this NH COO C2H5. This is carbamate. Carbamate. Carbamate upon hydrolysis using HCl, carbamate is going to lose this carbon dioxide minus ethanol. It is going to give amine. This amine. This amine. What is this amine? Alpha 2 carbonyl compound, alpha amino acids. Alpha amino acids are natural products. So amino acid synthesis by Curtius rearrangement. This is very important. So since it is cyanoester is starting material where you can do the alkylation. Whatever the chain you want to attach, you can attach onto this, then do the synthesis to give alpha amino acids. So it is very important synthetic utility of Curtius rearrangement. Let us take some more examples and see what happens. Yes students, the third important utility of this Curtius rearrangement is preparation of aldehydes. Preparation of aldehydes. Yes, let us take lactic acid. What is lactic acid? CO2H, COH, H and CS3. This is lactic acid. Yes student, so this upon first step is ethanol in presence of H plus, it is going to form ethyl ester, then followed by hydrazine NH2 followed by HNO2 nitration. I am going to get azide here, acyl azide here. Yes, so when I heat it, I am going to get the, let us write OH isocyanate intermediate. I am going to get CH3 NC, yes, isocyanate intermediate. When I treat it with ethanol C2H5OH carbamate, let us write the carbamate OH CH3 hydrogen, nitrogen is NH and C2H5 ethyl carbamate. I am going to get this ethyl carbamate. When I am adding or treating with NaOH in presence of water, I am going to get the intermediate like this, COH hydrogen CH3 and this NH. Yes, so this is the intermediate amino alcohol. This amino is not going to be stable. What is going to happen? It is going to form aldehyde and it is going to come out as ammonia. Yes students, so this H is going here and here minus carbon dioxide. Yes, so this is going to give C double bond, hydrogen is here, CS3, acetaldehyde I am getting. It is nothing but CS3 CO. Yes, acetaldehyde preparation can be obtained from lactic acid, from lactic acid to acetaldehyde via Curtius rearrangement. Curtius rearrangement. Yes students, let us take benzyl malonic ester. This is benzyl phenyl CH2 CH CO2 ET, benzyl malonic ester. Yes students, benzyl malonic ester, when I treat it with hydrazine NH2 followed by HNO2, what I will get? Yes, azide I am going to get. Benzyl CH2 is here, C hydrogen is here, CO N3 and CO N3. Yes, is there any confusion? No. When you heat it, isocyanate, it is going to give phenyl CH2 CH, here nitrogen C double bond O, here nitrogen C double bond O. This isocyanate intermediate is here, isocyanate. When I treat it with NaOH in ethanol, what I am going to end up? Yes, it is going to give in previous example same way CH2CH diamine. Diamine I am going to get, isn't it? Now when I do the nitration using HNO2, I am going to get CH2H. Yes, this diol. Yes, this diol is not going to be stable. It is going to lose minus water. Yes, it is going to lose water to give aldehyde, phenyl CH2 C double bond OH. Yes, phenyl acetaldehyde, phenyl acetaldehyde. So this is also very important method for the preparation of phenyl acetaldehyde. Yes, students. So this is one of the methods. Next, yes, students. The very important aspect of this reaction, overall reaction, is, for example, if I give phenyl acetic acid, CH2 COOH, phenyl acetic acid, and if I ask you to give me benzoic acid, phenyl acetic acid to benzoic acid, make the preparation or give the scheme how to make phenyl acetic acid to benzoic acid. What is the option? Curtius rearrangement. Curtius rearrangement. Yes. So how to do? Very simple. Phenyl acetic acid. What will you do? Make it as thionyl chloride, acid chloride. Then treat it with sodium azide. So what we are going to get? Acyl azide CH2CON3. Any confusion? No. Now simply heat it. What I am going to get? This isocyanate I am going to get with isocyanate. Isocyanate upon treatment with water I am going to get benzyl amine. Benzyl amine. Yes, minus carbon dioxide here. Benzyl amine. Benzyl amine upon treatment with HNO2 nitrosation reaction, what I am going to get? This is CH2OH. Benzyl alcohol I am going to get. Nitrosation NH2 to benzyl alcohol. Benzyl alcohol. So if I do the oxidation, yes, oxidation, I am going to get benzoic acid. So the overall reaction is 1 carbon less carboxylic acid. It is very important, students. Yes, when you have this carboxylic acid and if you want to remove this carboxylic acid, what will you do? Do Curtius rearrangement followed by nitrosation and oxidation. You are going to get 1 carbon less carboxylic acid. This is the beauty of this Curtius rearrangement reaction. Yes, students, I hope you enjoyed this topic. Dear students, if you have any queries or if you want to learn a specific reaction, please comment in comment box so that I will make video on that particular name reaction. Or if you want more examples, please write so that I will include some more examples under each name reaction. Yes, students, so please comment yourself so that I will make better videos. Yes, students, very soon there will be entrance of IIT Advanced and CSIR NET. Yes, there is very soon it is going to be conducted. So be prepared well. You are going to be asked so many questions from named reactions in both the entrance exams or other entrance exams also. So get well prepared from named reactions. This is very important named reaction. Definitely from these 4 reactions what I have shown here, Hoffman, Curtius, Lawson and Schmidt. From these 4 reactions, definitely one question you can expect. So the overall intermediate, the common intermediate in all these reactions is isocyanate intermediate, isocyanate. So this includes electron deficient nitrogen. This is the beauty of this reaction. Yes, students. So please subscribe my channel Venus Academy if you are not yet subscribed. Don't forget to click on like button and